Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not the ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni. Go so hard, that's how you know we lit. Grrr.
Trust, mean taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog with leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, I don't know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous. You know what's up? You know what's up? You don't pretend. You don't lie. We don't be gang. You know what's up?
We going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off of the jet and I cry. My I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Timber, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Uju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint Mount Rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on the tour bus, more poor cup. Toast to the wind, throw it up.
Juicy, where the drums at?
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working freestyle. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk. I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today we've got
so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy think they with me. Yeah, crazy think they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Landry, the receiver, in motion left. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Winston on target to Olave for the Saints first. Charles, that's a route that you and I have seen time and time again in our years up in this booth, and that executed well.
Bro, your game is echoing real loud through my controller.
The execution will trump whatever you do on the defensive side of the ball. Plus, it was a well-thrown football. A nice, healthy game right there.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Saints at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Slot man moves right. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. To throw, Winston. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll send the slot in motion left. 2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 34. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And Burrow going to throw again. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes them a month or so.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. On play action, Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. A 10th carry for Kamara. Gets past one man. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Here's Trenton Cannon on the return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Hey, if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
We love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Once again, they run with Mixon. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. So now the Cincinnati native, also former Bearcat, and now a Bengal, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, a Louisiana native, Jarvis Landry. Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. And a 2-touchdown lead for the Buccaneers as they've just scored again. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
At the 36-yard line.
In motion left here, Landry. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive.
That's the bullshit, man. That's the bullshit.
Because they did not want to give the ball up here late.
That's the bullshit.
They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On first, here's Washington. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara dancing away at the 35. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken.
Here we go.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
11, Tommy.
From the 40 now on second down. Toro, open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock
for the third quarter. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. Coming left is Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Out to the left, he's got Sample there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Burrow will throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
On one, ready?
A gain of 15.
From midfield now, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this one goes nowhere.
Here we go.
Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
11.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Again, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
11 Thomas. 11. 12. 11 MT.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati. The Bengals have come.
Bum ass nigga, they gave you that weak ass fumble. Man is always on some bullshit. Man is always on some bullshit. Now you gonna give me the ball back. Now you gonna give me the ball back. Your mic sucks, man. I don't know what kind of noise you got going on in your background, but that static shit is loud.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
I hear him. I hear that D-block chanting. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. We got him. We got him. We got him. No more lucky runs. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. The handoff right side, it's Washington. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 45 on second down, Winston, and he's got the hook up to land. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football.
Get the fuck out of here. Come on, man. Why you gotta fuck with me?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talk about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Landry, the receiver, in motion left. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
On second down, Washington. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Saints get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. What's good on the extra point? And his
these guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11.
Now Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Gun. Gun. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Now it's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Here we go.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
11 Thomas.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To Mixon on the check down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. 12. 11 MT.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd.
Here we go.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
12.
To the air again, Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase from 10 yards out. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
The slot man in motion right. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Again, it's Kamara. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at about the 14. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. 1st down. Here's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
11-90.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Pass complete. Hurst. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara.
He'll get this down to the 38.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They're looking to throw this. Winston. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Kamara up the middle. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys are playing the inside, those inside linebackers, they're just roaming in.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 34. And he did exactly what they needed him to do. Charles got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began, still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
11.
To throw, Burrow. He'll buy some time right. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Warner. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Slot man moves right. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Kamara gets it again on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just one. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The slot man in motion right. On third down, here's Kamara. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play...
I win every time if I want to. The world